This is DaveNoseMMA.
It was reported this past week that in a recent interview, Conor McGregor said that for his next fight, he intends on defending the lightweight title in an effort to legitimize the sport and its rankings. The timing is interesting given that we're now in the fight week of Tony Ferguson and Kevin Lee's interim lightweight title clash, which is set to headline UFC 216. There are many different things that come to mind when I first caught wind of this statement and the timing in which it came. If it were up to me, no matter what the circumstances are of what happens this weekend, whether the fight's a total dud and somebody squeaks out a decision, or if somehow it ended in controversy by a bad judging or ref call, I want to see McGregor fight the winner of the interim title to unify those belts. As per my last episode, I believe the hierarchy of champions and contenders needs to be respected. There's also the real possibility that this is some sort of negotiation, head game tactic towards Nate Diaz for the rubber match. A way of letting Diaz know that he has other options and it is not a foregone conclusion that Nate is going to get that money fight that he's been holding out for. Without question, the fight that is going to sell more pay-per-views and bring in more revenue is McGregor versus Diaz 3. And I gotta admit, all the talk I've done in the past about how I wish the business aspects of the sport would be secondary to the integrity, I'm a sucker for the Diaz brothers, and I'm not at all going to be upset should we get the rubber match next. Something else to consider is that if Conor were to fight and then lose to the winner of this weekend's fight, the third bout with Diaz would pretty much be off the table altogether. I mean, I suppose you could still make it, but all the luster would be pretty much lost on that one. A bigger reason why I wouldn't mind if the rubber match was next is because Nate Diaz has earned his keep and he's been fighting in the UFC for a long time before he got his due, so a continuation of that feel-good story is something I'm all for. But I think the bigger payoff for McGregor, in terms of getting the validation of the fans worldwide, is to put the money fight thing aside and take on whoever gets the nod this weekend. And it's clear he recognizes this. But there are a lot of variables at play when it comes to the decision-making process, I gotta think. And I'll just say it now. I think Tony Ferguson emerges the victor this Saturday night. And given the streak he's been on and how impeccable he has looked as of late, provided he can get another impressive victory under his belt, I think he would be McGregor's toughest test yet. So the very fact that he stated he would like to take the fight to legitimize the sport and the rankings is very promising. Even if it is just a negotiation tactic at this point, I'm glad he's at least saying it. But if I were a betting man and I had to make a pick, I expect no matter what the outcome of this weekend's main event, we will be getting McGregor versus Diaz 3 next. But my hope is once that is out of the way, McGregor will focus on the division in which he is currently the champion, and with that, restore some order in not just the lightweight division, but the promotion's operations in general. It's clear he's the most influential fighter in the game. There's no argument there. And I believe his most recent statement shows that that's something he takes very serious, but time will tell.